Using your miles and points to fly directly into Korea is not easy, mostly because the two airlines that fly there aren't transfer partners of American Express, Chase, Capital One, Citi, or Bilt Points, but of course we have a workaround for that, and so in this video I'll cover direct flights into Seoul on Asiana Airlines, which is one of the major airlines that fly into South Korea. We'll go over the free ways to search for award availability and some quicker paid ways to search for the award space. This strategy can be used for economy and business class, but in this video we'll focus on business class because that's what most people struggle with. My name is Max and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. First up is flying directly into Seoul. Seoul has two main airports, Gimpo and Incheon. Gimpo is mostly for domestic and intra-Asia flights, whereas Incheon is the airport that most international flights fly into. It's the larger of the two airports, so we'll focus on Incheon Airport. Seoul also has two main airlines, Asiana Airlines and Korean Air. In this video, we're focusing on Asiana Airlines. If you want a video on Korean Airlines, comment below and let me know. Asiana has nonstop flights to Seoul from Los Angeles, San Francisco, Las Vegas, Seattle, and New York. If you don't live anywhere near any of these cities, consider booking a positioning flight. Okay, the thing with Asiana Airlines is that American Express, Chase, Capital One, Citi, and Bilt Points don't transfer to Asiana Airlines, but of course we have a way around that. We're gonna book through a partner airline. Asiana is part of the Star Alliance, so that means we can potentially book through any of the Star Alliance partners. The best free way to search for Star Alliance award space is on United. We might not be booking through United, we're just using it as a search tool to find the Saver award space for Asiana operated flights. So I'm here on the United website, and what I'm gonna do is go ahead and click on advanced search. This gives me more options to search and filter some of the results. I'm gonna click on miles and I'm gonna do Seattle to Seoul. The thing is, I'm gonna click on nonstop only. This kind of filters out the results a little bit more. So checking that box, I'm gonna do August, let's do actually July. One adult, flexible dates, business class, all airlines, and then click on find flights. I'm not gonna log in because logging in, sometimes United gives you award space that's for United members only, so that might skew some of the results, so I'm not gonna log in. And so this is the award counter. So this is the benefit of searching on United, is that you get this awesome award counter that you can see a month snapshot and see, kind of identify where that Saver award space is or where that award availability is. And so for the 15th, it defaults to search on the 15th in the middle of the month. It says no flights match this filter you've selected. And so looking at this calendar, kind of want to look at dates that require the fewest amount of United miles. Again, we're not booking through United, we're just looking and identifying that Saver award space here on United and using United as a search tool. And so let's go and click on July 7th, for example, because it says 110,000 United miles, that means it might be Saver award space. And yes, it indeed is. If you look down here, we can see that the flight is operated by Asiana Airlines and it's 110,000 miles. If we click on details, it says business fare class I. For Star Alliance Airlines, business fare class I means that it is business Saver award space. This is exactly what we're looking for. What we want to do is take note of July 8th, well, that's the arrival date. The departure date is July 7th. It's operated by Asiana Airlines from Seattle to Incheon, Seoul, Korea. All right, now that we found the award space, the business fare class I Saver award space on United, which means it's Saver award space, we can shop this around to other airline partners. I made this tool to help with that. It's called the Airline Transfer Partner Identifier. So this is the Airline Transfer Partner Identifier, and what we want to do is we want to fly Asiana Airlines and we want to use Chase points. And so now it tells us that to redeem Chase points for Asiana flights, we want to search these airlines, and we already searched United. Next, we want to search Air Canada Aeroplan or Singapore Airlines. And potentially those partner airlines might be able to see the Asiana award space. And so what we're going to do is jump over to Air Canada, we're going to jump over to Singapore Airlines and see how much they're charging for the same exact flight. You can buy the Airline Transfer Partner Identifier spreadsheet, which I'll link in the description, or you can find it on my website as well. A free way to do it without the spreadsheet is to look at Chase transfer partners or your American Express transfer partner list and identify which airlines are Star Alliance partner airlines. So we already searched United and they're charging 110,000 miles and $5.60 for that flight. Now let's shop that Saver award space around to Air Canada and Singapore Airlines. We run the same search on Air Canada and Singapore Airlines, and Air Canada is charging 75,000 Air Canada Aeroplan points and $56 in taxes and fees. Singapore Airlines charges 129,500 KrisFlyer miles and $5.60. So comparing all the options, transferring our Chase points to Air Canada Aeroplan, would be the best option in this case. If you want to use American Express points, it's the same process. You might have a few more options to shop the award space around, like Avianca Life Miles. The paid way to search for the award space is quicker and easier. Of course, it costs money because it's paid, but I like to use Seats.aero. So we're on Seats.aero here, and what I like to do is go to the search page, and then let's do Seattle, for example, and SEL means that's all of the Seoul airports, Incheon and Gimpo. I mean, really, we're just looking for Incheon, really, but what you can do is put in your departure date, and then you can also do plus or minus 28 days, and go ahead and click on search. And then I would like to sort this by business class because green bubbles means that it's a non-stop flight. And in this case, it sees more than just a few days. And so there's a few days in July and a few days in August, saying that there's that Saver Reward space because 75,000 points on Air Canada Aeroplan is Saver Reward space, and it's telling us that there's multiple dates in July and August. So what we can do is take one of these dates and then go shop this around, similar to what we did earlier, searching on Air Canada, searching on Singapore Airlines, and going to the individual airline websites. But instead of doing that, there's also a paid way to do that much quicker as well. Paid way to shop around the award space is using a tool called Points.me. So I'm here on Point.me, and I'm taking that Saver Award space that we found earlier, Seattle to Seoul, and put in that date that we found, which was July 7th, 2024. Business class, 1 passenger, 1 way for now, and go ahead and click on search. So the benefit of Point.me is that it searches 33 different airline programs all at the same time, and it gives you real-time award availability that's very, very accurate. And so you don't have to do the shopping around. You already identified that Saver Award space. Let Point.me do the shopping around, and it'll tell you the various different ways to book the same exact flight. And so this search of the 33 different programs takes about a minute or so because it's actually doing the real-time search. So let's give this a minute and see what it outputs. So these are the results, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and sort this from points low to high, and then it found the same exact flight that I was looking at on United. It's the same exact flight that I found on Seats.aero. Go ahead and toggle this and click on view booking options. And so it already did the shopping for us. It's telling us that Point.me pick is transfer Chase points over to Air Canada Aeroplan because there's a 20% transfer bonus, and it's 63,000 points total. I can select that deal and go search and book that through Air Canada Aeroplan and transfer my Chase points over to Air Canada Aeroplan. The other options are built points over to Air Canada, Capital One, American Express points. I can also transfer points to Life Miles if I wanted to. So those are a couple different additional options there. And obviously the one we found on United was one of the most expensive at 110,000 United miles. And so you're really maximizing your points by transferring them to Air Canada Aeroplan to book the flight for 63,000 points instead of transferring your Chase points over to United to book for 110,000 points. So now we've concluded that the best way to book Asiana flights is through Air Canada Aeroplan. The thing with Asiana is that they don't release award space much, so occasionally they'll release these batches of award space, and sometimes it might be an award space desert and there might not be award space at all. What they have done somewhat consistently is release award space 350 plus days in advance, so sometimes if you search a year from today, you might be able to find 1 or 2 seats for business class award space. Of course, economy is much easier. I didn't find Asiana award space for my trip to Korea last September, but I still found a way to get to Korea in business class. You can check out that video over here, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. I'll see you guys in the next one, and thanks for watching this far.